Hello everyone, welcome back to Monika Study Space. In today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important topics in DBMS called keys in keys. Don't worry if you are a beginner, I will explain everything in a very simple. So let's get started. So, before learning keys, we need to understand three basic terms. First is attribute. An attribute means a column in a table. Means these are the attributes. This roll number, name, marks, departments. These are the attributes. For example, in this table, these are the attributes. Each column is called an attribute. Each column, roll number column is an attribute, name column is an attribute, marks and department column is also attributes. Second is tuple or a record. We can also call it as record. Tuple means a row in a table. For example, this is the row 101 Aisha 92 CSE. This is a complete row. This is called a tuple. This complete row is called one tuple or a one record. Third is relation. A relation means the entire table. Relation means the entire table. So remember, column is an attribute, row is a tuple, whole table is a relation. Okay. So moving on to next slide. Why do we need keys? The question is, why do we need keys? Let's understand with a real life example. Imagine there are two students in a college. Both students have the name. Both students have the same name. So, for example, the girl name is also Ranjita. The boy's name is also called as Ranjita. Imagine, just imagine. It becomes, if I say Ranjita, it becomes confusing, but every student has a unique roll number. For example, Ranjita roll number 101 and Ranjita roll number 205. Even though names are same, the roll numbers are different. So, we use roll number to identify the correct students. That is why we need keys. Keys helps us to identify every record uniquely. Only name not unique. With roll number, it's unique. So now let's learn about the super keys. So first I will tell you what is key. I already told you key is a uniquely identified. Keys are, for example, what is key? Key is a attribute or a set of attributes that is uniquely identified each record in a relation or a table. This is called key. Super key is also a key. A super key is one or more columns that can uniquely identify every record. Suppose roll number is unique, then roll number is a super key. If I add name, roll number plus and also name is still identifies the student. It is still a super key. If I add department and mark, roll number, name, department and marks, it is still a super key. Why? Because roll number is already unique. Adding extra columns does not remove uniqueness. So, super key may contain extra columns. For example, let's see some examples, okay? You will understand. Is roll number is a super key? Yes. Because it identifies every student. What about name and marks? These are not super keys because two students can have the same name and the same marks. And what about roll number and a name? Yes, it's a super key because roll number is already unique. Roll number is already unique. Roll number and marks are also super key because roll number is unique. One simple trick, if roll number is present, it is automatically a super key. Means if roll number is different, unique. Okay. Now let's learn candidate key. A candidate key is the smallest or minimum super key. Let's understand. Suppose we have roll number, name, department. This is a super key. Can we remove name? Yes. Can we remove department? Yes. Now only roll number remains. Roll number alone can identify the student. So roll number becomes a candidate key. Another example is university email. Every student has a different email. So university email is also a candidate key. A table can have more than one candidate key. Okay. Cannot remove anything further because roll number is the only one what left. Now, what is primary key? A table can have many candidates key, but we choose only one of them. The chosen candidate key is the primary key. For example, other remaining candidates key are the secondary key or alternative keys. For example, candidate keys are roll number, university, email. The college decides to use the roll number, so roll number becomes the primary key. The primary key has three important rules. Rule 1, it should not have duplicate values. Rule number 2 is it cannot be empty or null. Rule number 3 is only one primary key is allowed in one table. So moving on to the next, alternate key. What happens to the remaining candidate keys? I already told this. Only one candidate key is choose as a prime. We will choose the prime as the primary key, and the remaining candidates key are alternate keys or secondary keys. Candidate keys are roll number, university email. A roll number is selected as a primary key. University email is still unique, but it is not selected, so it becomes an alternative key. Simple formula is candidate key minus primary key equals to alternate key. Let's quickly compare all the keys. Super key uniquely identifies record but may have extra columns. Candidate key is smallest super key. Primary key, the selected candidate key. Alternate key, the candidate key that are not selected. One important point to remember, every primary key is a candidate key, but every candidate key is not a primary key. And every super key is a candidate key, but every candidate key is a super key, but every super key is not a candidate key. Let's understand with one final example. Suppose a college has student ID, Aadhaar number, email ID, phone number. All of these are unique, but the college chooses student ID as the primary key. Why? Because it never changes. It is simple, it is created by college, it is available for every student. The remaining unique fields like Aadhaar number, email ID, and phone number become alternate keys. Super key. Yeah. That's all for today's video. I hope you understand keys in DBMS. If this video helped you, please like, share and subscribe to Monika's Study Space. In the next video, we will learn another important DBMS topic. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.